Defence ministers from the UK and key EU countries are meeting in Berlin days after Vladimir Putin said Russia had the right to target the military facilities of countries supplying weapons to Ukraine. Poland has always insisted Ukraine has every right to use Western-sent missiles against Russia in self-defence. But the country hosts several US military facilities, including one that Russian officials have identified as a possible target if the war escalates. Our Eastern Europe correspondent Sarah Rainsford reports from Warsaw.
When Vladimir Putin threatens to escalate his war, it's people in places like Redzikowa that might worry. Because just beyond the wire in this tiny Polish town is an American military base, one that Russia has openly called a potential target. The site was opened officially this month, part of a US missile defense shield to protect the skies over Europe. Then, when Russia fired a hypersonic weapon at Ukraine, Vladimir Putin warned those who arm Kyiv with missiles they could be next. So some here are nervous. It's all Regina's family talk about. She says they feel the threat from Russia is growing. Joachim, though, says Vladimir Putin would never take on the US, because then he and Russia would be wiped off the earth.
So you feel the history here in Poland quite acutely?
Correct. Poland has suffered a lot from the Soviet times and from Russian imperialism. And Putin is our neighbor.
Back in the capital, this MP tells me her country understands the threat from Russia better than others further west. And she believes standing up to Putin is the only choice.
What he's currently saying, is not credible. I think that if we were to appease him in any way, shape or form, that would only strengthen the Russian aggression. It's either Ukraine that we support, or we have Russia behind our eastern borders.
But Poland believes Moscow is already attacking here. When fire tore through this giant mall in Warsaw, the Prime Minister said Russia was likely to blame, linked to this and other incidents meant to destabilise as well as destroy.
It's strange to think that this fire could be anything to do with Russia, but that's what the authorities were investigating. And not just here, but acts of arson and sabotage right across Poland that could be part of a hybrid war.
When I ask people here about the risk of rocket strikes,
Nie tylko on ma rakiety.
This lady laughs that Putin isn't the only one who has missiles. But Russia's murkier hybrid attacks on Poland have already escalated. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News.